there lived an old man in the street next to mine, probably in his 70s. Now, he and I happened to go to the same mosque. And every single time I would walk past him, I would say salam, out of respect. But here's the interesting thing. Every time he would see me walk towards him, he would stop, right on his tracks, raise his arms up high, calling for an embrace, and with the brightest of smiles ask me, "Mera putra, tu kaisa hai? Tu theek hai na? My son, how are you? Are you okay?" And my interaction with him would be limited for those brief few seconds almost every single day. Contest cheer, friends. I'll come back to that old man in an instant. But first, I want you to answer this one question. Whenever you feel down or depressed, do you share your feelings with a certain friend or family member? Tell me with a raise of hands. Half of you. Now, I am the kind of a person who would keep everything inside. The world inside here would be shattering down, and I wouldn't utter a single word to the closest of my friends. A while back, I was going through a similar phase, and I happened to bump across the same old man. And with our usual embrace, he asked me, "Tu theek hai na? Are you okay?" And for those 5 seconds of our embrace, I felt like putting my head on his shoulder and crying my heart out. One act of kindness done by that complete stranger made me want to confide in him something which I wouldn't do with the closest of my friends. One act of kindness gave him a special place here and made him an immortal. And I often wonder, what does it take to be a person like that? A person who is remembered. A person whose mere presence brings a smile on your face. A person who, when is buried deep 6 feet underground, his mere remembrance brings a smile on people's face. And isn't every single one of us trying to be a person like that? However, what's so unfortunate is that everyone has the same goal, but their direction is completely different. Under the umbrella of value and influence, haven't we made all the wrong things stand? Money, fame, a certain degree, a job. We believe these are the factors which brings value. And we've been fed this since our very birth, that if you want to be a person of value, you must have these things. Yet, if you take a person in our society who has every single one of these things, and you strip him away from all of this money and job and status, his value comes plummeting down the ground. But one act of kindness, one kind word said to a hopeless friend, one smile given to a sorrowful person, can have immeasurable effects. This reminds me of my grandfather, an amazing person. I never got to see him. I've heard dozens of stories about him, about how selfless he was. But there's this one story which stands out. 8 years after he passed away, my aunt is getting married. She's in the passport office, she has to move abroad. When suddenly, the peon walks up to her and asks her to walk to the director's office as the director summons her. She walks to the director's office, and the director asks her, "Is your name Farouza Mehta?" "Yes," she said. "Are you the daughter of Mehtab Zafar, the one who worked in the Interior Ministry?" "Yes." And then the director told her that during my time of need, it was your father who lended me a hand for help. And she got her passport made the same day. But it's not about that. It's about how a person who has been long dead for almost a whole decade was still alive somewhere in the heart of a complete stranger. And this reminds me of a beautiful quote by Ashfaq Ahmad. हम में से जिंदा वही रहेगा जो दिलों में जिंदा रहेगा, और दिलों में वही जिंदा रहेगा जो खैर बांटता है, आसानी बांटता है. That amongst us, the people who will carry on living are the ones who spread ease and happiness in the hearts of people. And they are those who reside in the hearts of people and keep spreading happiness and ease. So I ask you now, if you for a moment imagine that you have no money, no fame, no one knows you regarding your job or status, would you still consider yourself to be a person of value? If not, it is high time to start striving towards the more important thing. It is high time to strive towards something which actually makes us a person of value. It is high time to start striving to be something which makes us immortal. Honest.
Thank you, T.M. Mohammed Umar Shahab. Now we will observe 1 minute silence for the judges. One minute silence is up. Now I request T.M. Jamal Khan for his speech. Jamal Ahmad Khan, Creating Memories. Creating Memories, Jamal Ahmad Khan.
Hello. How many of you have kids? By show of hands. And how many of you are married? Oh, sorry, you should have been married. But coming to the point, I just had a kid 9 months back, and I was having a discussion with my wife around how we are going to groom him. It's so challenging. If you are a parent, you would be able to resonate. What to show him, how to groom him, which school should we enroll him. And then my wife asked me a simple question. Jamal, would you like your son to actually secure 90-95% in his A levels or O levels? And that got me into thinking. I have been a straight A student, but I have thorough memories, a chest full of memories. And I told my wife that I will answer you, but let me tell you a great story. So back in A-levels, we were all young, we were all ugly, and one day while attending a tuition academy, my friend ICAP came to me. Jamal, do you know I have a secret to tell you? And I said, ICAP, yes, tell me. I got a call from a girl. Really? ICAP, you? Yes, a girl, a real girl. And she told me that she wants to speak to me. And I told her, wait a second. I will speak. It was during a term of Ramadan, and I will call you. And I told him, Akif, please be careful. You know, girls these days, you cannot really trust them. And Akif said, yeah, okay, but please, you have to keep a secret. Please don't tell my secret to anyone else. And I said, Akif, okay, your secret is safe with me. 1 week during school time, my friend Danish came to me. And he said, Jamal, do you know about Akif? I said, yes, what about him? Do you know he's talking to a girl? I, completely obvious of the fact, I mentioned, yes, but how do you know? And he mentioned, Akif told me, but you have to promise, you don't have to tell anyone else. And I said, okay, that's Danish, I will keep it a secret. Few days down the road, Gibran, our closest friend, came running towards us and asked, guys, do you know Akif is talking to a girl? And we both looked to his face and asked, how come you know? And he said, Akif told me, but he told me not to tell anyone. So you guys have to promise, please don't share his secret. You see, one day after another, every single person in the class knew about Akif. Because Akif couldn't keep his secret. He was bragging about it, the girl he was talking, the way that she saw him, the way that he saw her, the way that she waved at him. And we were all fascinated by his stories. Because we were all bachelors without any girlfriends or without anyone to talk to us. And here, Akif, a very average looking guy, is talking to girls. And she is uploading and topping her 500 rupees mobile balance, and we were all fascinated. How come is this possible? So we challenged him, Akif, you must be lying. So how about we schedule an iftar party where you bring your girlfriend and we won't disturb you, I promise, we won't disturb you, but you have to bring your girlfriend in. And Akif said, okay, let me ask her. So the next day Akif came and he said, all right, she's ready. Her name was Samra. Samra is ready and she wants to meet you guys, but you have to promise me. You have to behave. Don't be like those hooligans that you guys are. I have a reputation to maintain. And we promised Akif that we won't disturb him. So the day arrived, I still remember F7, Pizza Hut. It's a branch which is no longer there, but we all arrived at F7 Pizza Hut. And Akif, in his black and white Korea, arrived, the shades on, and you could see his swagger. He was walking like this, and we were all seeing him that, he's about to meet a girl, and we were all fascinated. So 30 minutes, 20 minutes, 15 minutes, 10 minutes, and we all were curious. Akif, where is Samra? And he said, hold on, let me call her. So Akif dialed her number, and one of my friends, Malik, took out his phone and placed it on the desk. Akif dialed. His phone rang. One dial, two dial, and then Malik picked up his phone and said, "Hi, Akif." And we were all in awe. Because for the last 20 to 25 days, Malik was the one who was talking to Akif. And for the next 1 week, Akif had a fever of 102 degrees Celsius, and he never came to school. And we made so huge fun of him that we still remember. Every single time we still have a WhatsApp group of 10C Silver of our class fellow, and Akif's name is still saved by the name Samra. But the fact of the matter is, I was talking to my wife, and I told her the exact story. And she was all confused, and why are you telling me this thing? And I told her, look, it's a funny story, and I might use it in a Toastmasters speech. But the real message is that we all created memories. We all enjoyed with each other, we all cherished each other, we all had fun with each other. And at the end of the day, I want my son to have a great time, to make great friends, to create memories. And then I'm not really worried about 90 or 95% or 99% for that matter. What I'm worried about is that this person goes out, talks to people, makes new friends, and enjoys his life. Over to you, Naneeta.
Thank you, dear Jamal. Now we will observe 5 minutes break for the judges to compile their results.